Can we all get along? Rodney King pleaded on May 1st, 1992. He was beaten nearly to death by 4 LA police officers. After a horrific act of retaliation on a white truck driver during the ensuing riots, Mr. King made a plea for peace, wanting to just get along with those who caused him pain, seeking comfort in everyone being able to just be themselves. Racism has been a hot topic since the civil rights movement. Although times have gotten a lot better, there's still plenty of room for improvement. Many of us African Americans have different ways to cope with the daily prejudices. Walking down the road in Australia with a few of my black teammates, a white man pointed at us and yelled, "Niggas," as if we were some sort of novelty. One of my teammates was ready to beat his ass, while I just wanted to keep on walking and be on our merry way. You see, some of us become understandably outraged and are ready to act accordingly. Some of us reserve parts of themselves and cover it up, like me. On the football field, my teammates and I are celebrated. We're celebrated by people in the community. They love athletes and cheer for our success. Before games this past season, I generally come onto the field for our early warm-ups wearing a short-sleeve hoodie with the hood pulled up on my head. It was incredibly comfortable to me and allowed me to get into my proverbial zone. The smell of the grass, the warmth of the lights, and the thrill of the big stage all eased my mind, kind of like tonight. I felt free, full of energy, and just myself. I see some football donors watching alongside the field and said hello to them and their children, the vast majority of these people being Caucasian. They want me to take pictures with their children in which they post on their Instagram and tag me. I truly enjoyed this stuff. These moments were really special to me. As a black man on that football field, I felt good. I have always loved being black and strive to be unapologetically black, a term that means not being sorry for who I am. After watching women's volleyball take down an opponent during the national championship winning campaign, one of my black teammates and I were returning to the GSB parking lot in a great mood. We got onto the elevator with 2 white men, roughly our age, and 1 white woman, probably in her 40s. As we piled into the elevator, nothing seemed out of place. My teammate and I on the left, the 2 white guys in the middle, and the lady on the right. My friend and I both had our hoods on because it was cold, and simply put, I like wearing my hood. The elevator descended to P2, where the 2 white gentlemen left the elevator, leaving the lady and both of us. Her new discomfort was immediately evident. She stepped closer to the elevator wall as if she was making room for somebody to enter the elevator, although it was just the 3 of us. To my surprise, she visibly clutched her purse. She briefly looked at me and we caught eye contact. I gently smiled. Then she immediately looked down at the ground. I thought maybe it was because we were men, but there were just 4 men in here and she seemed perfectly fine. Here, on Stanford University's campus, this white woman felt fear from our presence. To try to make her feel more comfortable and ensure my own safety if she happened to be strapped up with a gun in her purse, I took my hood off. The story of Trayvon Martin immediately came to mind. Instead of becoming outraged, I uncovered my head in order to cover up a part of myself. I felt sorry for being tall and black and wearing my hood on my head. As the elevator door opened, she scurried off to her car, looking back intermittently to presumably ensure that we weren't following her. I looked over at my teammate and muttered, "Did you see that?" In which he replied, "It's a damn shame, bro." It's fascinating that part of my identity is not only accepted, but celebrated in one realm, yet appears to be a direct cause of discomfort or unease in a different setting. To cope, I cover part of my identity so that I can be acceptable. I can be black, but Lord forbid that I act too black. I keep parts bottled up unless I'm around other black folk or it's time to dance, because everybody loves black culture when it comes to dancing. My way of thinking for the past few years has been, let me be a beaming sign of kindness and cover up, so that if someone doesn't grow up around many black people, they can maybe relax the preconceived notions collected from the media when they interact with me. Don't get me wrong, I want people to feel safe and open around me, but I will no longer bottle myself up to ease one's prejudices. So today I'm here to say, you're not too this, you're not too that, you're not too anything, and I'm for damn sure not too black. Uncover, be you. I'm going to be comfortable too. Thank you and God bless.